Joe Goldberg has come back as a major part of the You Season 5. He's all ready to show his glory to the entire world. The first 3 seasons of You have offered a refreshing and amazing look since the storyline is different from the initial seasons. These 5 episodes talk about the various paths in which Joe is trying to solve the killings. Now that we're reaching the part 2 of the season, it seems like we're back at home with the character of Badgley. When it's revealed that Joe was truly responsible for every one of the killings that took place in part 1, the 8th episode of You drops the largest fake out to date. It's because Joe has been experiencing hallucinations throughout, and one of them features Rhys Montrose as a second persona. The twists and turns in the 4th season, especially in part 2, make it feel like 2 entirely distinct series. If you find yourself questioning why or how something happened, you're not the only one, in the hopes of establishing an exciting conclusion to season 4. Showrunner Sarah Gamble and the season's writers use some inventive storytelling this time around. How did you manage to pull off each of those shocks, especially the main one? So, season 5 is being anticipated highly by the audiences, so when will there be a season 5? Keep watching to learn everything else about the show. Hey, before we talk in detail regarding the You Season 5, subscribe and press the bell icon. Will there be a Season 5? Season 4 was released by Netflix in 2 parts. While the first presented Joe Goldberg in a more redeeming light and took viewers on a fairly conventional whodunit journey, the second offered an epic twist that permanently altered our serial killer hero. So, will You have a 5th season, or is the story already over? In either case, Netflix hasn't made any public statements. While new seasons are intended to be final exits, Netflix is currently doing this with other original productions. Season 4 was not announced to be the show's finale. Nevertheless, we haven't received confirmation of the renewal. When would Season 5 be released? If Netflix gives the go-ahead, based on the past trends, we predict Season 5 will debut at some point in the latter half of 2024 or early 2025. What would be the storyline of the Season 5? The 4th season's narrative was largely self-contained and came to a nice end. There are no genuine narrative threads left to play. The implication is that Joe Goldberg has finally confronted and fully embraced his worst aspects of himself. Additionally, he can now leverage Kate's wealth and influence to maintain his privilege and shield himself from consequences. By the conclusion of Season 4, the Joe Goldberg we see appears to be utterly invincible, with a whole PR squad at his disposal to assist clean up any disasters he might cause. Additionally, he has a spouse who accepts him completely and is prepared to see past his worst tendencies. Yet Kate appears resolved to at least attempt to be a great person, unlike Joe's prior spouse, Love Quinn. If you come back for Season 5, we would anticipate seeing a more menacing Joe who had given up trying to rationalize his nefarious deeds through a monologue. We'll wait to see how it fits into his new successful life with Kate. Also, we can't get away from the reality that Joe says he always loses the people he loves, so Kate's destiny isn't particularly promising. Sarah Gamble, the show's executive producer, also revealed to reporters that there will be some sort of repercussion for Joe, and that's the way you should conclude in theory. To stay updated about your favorite shows, subscribe and press the bell icon. Also, like and share our videos with your friends and family.